welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful week and you're ready for another talk. This week, we continue our trip through Portugal and we visit Ribatejo. So stick around. Let's talk. Let's start our trip through Ribatejo. Come with me. Ribatejo is a region situated in the center of Portugal and literally means above Tejo, which is the river Tagus. So it just means above the river Tejo. The capital of this region is Santarém. It is really known by its marshlands, the traditional lezíria ribatejana. The wines there are really good as well. And it is a region that is also dominated by something that I particularly I'm against and I oppose completely, which is the bullfighting. So there's a lot of breeding of horses and bulls for the bullfighting. Fortunately, there are a lot of regions in Portugal that are banning this practice, but unfortunately, there is still some that do that, and I am totally against it. So I'm not going to elaborate on this practice since I do not condone it, nor I want to have any sort of advertising through to this practice through my channel. So let's start talking about the food of Ribatejo that is to die for. And of course, let's keep our tradition and start with the cod. And in this area, there it is very, very, very famous and traditional, the caldeirada de bacalhau. So that means fisherman's stew, but just with cod. So cod fisherman's stew. So it's the traditional fisherman's stew. With cod, you put the cod and the potatoes, the capsicum, the onions, and you make that stew all in layers. You cook it, and it's amazing, and everybody loves it. Another dish that is also very common in this area is cabrito asado, so roasted goat. Um, as I mentioned in previous videos, I don't really appreciate goat, but I know it is something that a lot of people do like, and especially in this region, and others, obviously. Another dish that is also very popular, I know my mom loves it. I didn't used to like it when I was a little younger, but I think it grew on me, and now I don't mind it and I can eat it, which is favas com chorizo, which is broad beans. It's a broad bean stew with chorizo, and it's really nice. You just cook the broad beans and you put chorizo. Um, you may put other things such as a little bit of speck or other things like that, and it's really nice for a cold winter night. I know my viewers, my sweet tooth viewers, must be thinking, so where's my sweets? And there is a lot of sweets in Ribatejo. And one of those, it's one that can be eaten like that, but it can also be a garnish to lots of other dishes, which is fios de ovos. Basically, it's like egg. It's egg yolks that are cooked. They you make like a custard sort of thing with the egg. You make a mix with the eggs and sugar, and then you have a special equipment that the egg is poured into the water to cook it. Basically, is cooked in sugar syrup, so it's sweeter. And when that it falls like a little string, and it creates all these strings, it's like angel hair, and it's very nice. a lot of people eat it like that, and a lot of and as a usage as a garnish for other dishes. I can remember, for example, another traditional Portuguese dish that is called lamprey, lamprey adobos, so egg lamprey. Don't confuse it with other lamprey, the animal, because that one I don't really like. And in fact, I don't really like this one either because it's too sweet. But it is like um, the they make the body of the of this dessert. It's like a cake that is made into the form of a lamprey, and it's all made with eggs. And then you just pipe all the things with, like chantilly or whatever, and you pipe it the eyes and all the to make it look like a lamprey. And then on the side you just fill it up with all these fused off, so this angel egg, and it's really nice. Another thing that is also very popular in this region is the almond hess. uh, it's kind of complicated to say it in English because it is, it doesn't really make sense, but it does actually, because these are little tiny little biscuits that you make, but are in the form of an S. So that's why it's called S's or almond S's, because they are made with almond meal, and they nice and dry. They amazing to have with your coffee or tea. Um, and they have this S shape, and that's why they are called S's. So these were some of the traditional dishes of Ribatejo that I brought today. But obviously, and as I said, there is plenty more that I didn't mention because I cannot mention them all. And that's all for today. I hope you really enjoyed our trip through Ribatejo. I hope you really enjoyed our dishes today. But if you dare, and if you are from Ribatejo and you think of a dish that I didn't mention here today, please feel free to leave your comment below. Or if you have any suggestion of another dish that I could have spoken about, or even if any of the dishes that I mentioned are made in a different way in the part of Ribatejo where you live. And please feel free to comment. If you have any questions or otherwise, please feel free to comment. I really enjoy to answer all your queries. Leave a like, you know, the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a talk every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. I wish you all a very good week. See you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.